I want to learn coding. Don't worry, I'll find a job I like. More than 600,000 young ambitious CS graduates in just 5 years, and you're one of them. You look out at the vast sea of tech, so many options, yet all coding jobs aren't created equal. Sometimes we find that out too late. It's a day like any other. You walk over to your cubicle at work and turn on your old computer. It crashes. You try again, but still nothing. The same thing is happening to your coworkers. In fact, thousands of computers across the US are experiencing the same issue.
The Defense Department, universities, and research centers are still recovering tonight from a computer virus that brought a nationwide network to a standstill.
Just a few hours ago, a young student at Cornell University unleashed something that would break the internet. It was called the Morris worm, one of the first major cyber attacks, shining a spotlight on a much-needed branch in software. Today, the demand is high, but entry-level positions are fairly competitive, just like most jobs on this list. In cybersecurity, you'll create and use software tools to protect against cyber attacks, add security features, and scan networks for vulnerabilities that hackers could exploit. You'll work on encrypting data, setting up and managing firewalls, just to name a few things. You can work in almost any type of organization, as any entity with online operations needs cybersecurity. Day to day, it's similar to other software jobs, but be prepared for high-pressure, fast-paced work during emergencies. I recommend completing online certifications in cybersecurity, working on personal projects, and networking to increase your value in the job market. If you're interested, it can definitely be a worthwhile career. It's 1972. You walk into a small suburban shopping mall. You're about to leave when something catches your eye. A distant store with glowing neon lights. As you get closer, you realize it's an arcade.
You're watching the most exciting game you will ever see. Space Invaders. Zapping those little devils from outer space.
Introducing the revolutionary Vectrex arcade system.
You're instantly hooked. Fast forward 52 years, and the whole world is addicted. Except now, the video games are way cooler. I don't know about you, but I want to be the one making those games. This is a popular field because it allows you to combine creativity with programming skills, and your hard work pays off in the form of a fun game. There are different paths you can choose, such as an indie developer. You, or a small team, work on a game with lots of input into creative aspects, like character design and story. It's tough to make money. In many ways, it's like entrepreneurship. It's hard to succeed, but you're living the dream if you do. You can also work in a larger game studio. Your role is similar to traditional software jobs in that case, with less creative freedom. To succeed, get familiar with designing game mechanics, using game engines, and most importantly, build a portfolio to showcase the games you've made to potential employers. Keep in mind that game developers often earn less than traditional software jobs, so this is a field you should only pursue if you have a genuine passion for it. In the 1950s and before, if you're diagnosed with bradycardia, a slower than normal heart rate, then it would often be fatal. But two Swedish doctors had an idea. They believed that the heart's impulses could be regulated with electric signals. They put this theory to the test and developed the pacemaker. In 1958, they successfully treated a patient for the first time. The device was a technological marvel and showed the potential of hardware and software in medicine. In health IT roles, you usually work in hospitals, which is further away from the buzz of the private tech sector, which makes it the best coding career for job stability. You'll manage the IT infrastructure that hospitals and clinics rely on. You'll be working with all the tools you would use in regular IT, and also having an understanding of things like electronic health records and healthcare regulations. Expect to be in a busy environment, as your work directly impacts patient care and the overall efficiency of the hospital, which is a big deal. Seek internships, but if you're facing challenges, consider applying to service desk roles in hospitals. This can help get your foot through the door and create valuable connections. Overall, it's a worthwhile career. You can expect strong job stability.
Imagine a world where every word ever written, every picture ever painted...
It's the World Wide Web. There are things called websites now. Now if you don't want to learn probability, advanced calculus, and all the nerd stuff, you just want to do some coding without all the crazy math, then you can do web development. You'll still need an understanding of math, but not as much as other careers. You'll be using your creativity a decent bit when designing and maintaining web applications and websites. Expect to mostly use HTML and CSS for front-end, and JavaScript for back-end. You could also be using other languages. In general, this field is more competitive than others on the list because of its easier barrier to entry. Plus, it's becoming easier to build a website with no-code tools, so the future is relatively uncertain. Overall, web development requires the least amount of math, allows for a decent amount of creativity, but it's probably the most competitive on the list. In 1955, two brilliant minds developed a software called the logic theorist. It could prove mathematical theorems while mimicking problem-solving skills. This breakthrough opened a Pandora's box, revolutionizing the world in years to come. It gave birth to a piece of technology with both ethical challenges and immense opportunities. In fact, you've probably used this technology today. Have you guessed it? It's the elephant in the room. Listen to the hype.
AI is replacing human tasks.
Artificial intelligence has become so advanced, it has now surpassed.
AI relies on advanced math like linear algebra, calculus, and probability. While similar to data science, it focuses on creating systems that learn from data, whereas data science is more about analyzing data to help businesses make decisions. Without senior level programming experience and at least a master's degree, breaking into AI and machine learning can be tough, more so than other fields. If you're a new grad, consider studying in data science to build experience, while dedicating time each week to stay updated on AI trends. Then, transition to AI when you've built up some experience. AI is the hottest field today, but everyone's jumping on the hype train, so expect fierce competition. Wherever you are on your coding journey, there's one thing you need to keep doing, that is to never stop learning. Technology is a field that will never stop changing, and you need to change and adapt with it. And please don't go into coding just for the money, there's too much competition. Dream big, work hard, and good luck.